So for today's home tour, we're going to take $3 million to rebuild this ginormous freehold Inter-Terrace in Potong Pasir. We're at 1 Tour Avenue today. Follow us on this PropertyLimBrothers landed home tour. Let's go. So a normal Inter-Terrace land plot size, bare minimum is 150 square meters, which is 1615 square feet. That is 6 meters width, 25 meters depth. Qualification for semi-Ds is 8 meters width, minimum plot size 200 square meters, which is the same for corner terraces as well. Now this is very different. I'm standing on a land plot size of 3778 square feet. For today's home tour, we're going to take about $3 million to visualize 3 different ways of how we can rebuild this freehold land plot. Okay, 1 Tour Avenue, District 13. This is the start zoning of RCR. Just right outside, that is Sennett Residences, St. Reed's Venue Residences, and right across us, that is Poise Residences and Potong Pasir MRT. From the back, you can just take about 8 to 9 minutes walk, cut through the beautiful BTO estates. The BTOs are not facing towards your unit. 800 meters to Woodleigh Mall. Just 2 stations backwards, that's also Serangoon MRT station. So you are in the fabulous zoning. Just take the Upper Serangoon Road, that will reach you towards Boon Keng, Jalan Besar, Bugis, and then you go straight towards town. And not forgetting the fact that we're 1 kilometer from St. Andrew Village, which is Serangoon Primary, Secondary, and JCs as well. So I think this is one of the best locale if you are somebody that loves the city fringe zoning. Now this land plot, 6 meters in terms of width. Existingly, you can park a full-size car. Towards the depth, this is 56 meters on one end, 58 meters on the other end, averagely 57 meters. This is very important for us to distinguish because when we talk about long, deep land, the status of the landed don't really matter that much anymore because let's just take for example, if you buy a semi-D or corner terrace, there's 8 meters width. 8 meters width, unless of 2 meters setback towards the side, you left 6 meters for your exact build-up area. Inter-terraces, there's no need to leave setback on the left and right. It's also quite equivalent if you were to buy a detached that is 10 meters in width because you have to leave 2 meters on the left and right, leaving you 6 meters in the middle for your build-up. And bearing in fact that for detached requirement, 10 by 40. Minimum depth is 40 to form 400 square meters. So this is even deeper than some detached homes and semi-D homes. Let's take a look at what you can do. Follow me first on this side. So much panel, just have a look at this. In fact, just now, there's some chickens here roaming around. Should we put that in? The neighbor's chicken. We're gonna build this into like a super gigantic Inter-Terrace, potential built-in about 7,000. Level 1 with the front setback of 7.5, back of 2 meters. If you build fully up to 2.5, you can go up to about 10,000. Usually for 2.5 story, take advantage of the mezzanine level to create 4 different levels, 1, 1M, 2, and Ethic. Build in a lift. In order to have brightness coming into almost every singular spot of your home is to build in the core right in the middle. So let's say your stairway is in the middle, build in a stairway core with the skylight coming through. But because your land is deep, it is also important to build in another 2 skylight at the front and the back. Usually for a deep land, you can also consider building in like a center courtyard. So I would suggest that one end will be a stairway, the other end will be a central courtyard. Bring in light and you can create a center core green wall, and that's going to look fantastically beautiful. Level 1M, you can easily fit out 2 bedrooms. Level 2, you can easily fit out another 4 bedrooms. And the attic level, you can just leave it blank. Even if you want to build out 1 more bedroom or 2 more bedrooms upstairs, I think totally doable. So I think easily 6, 7 to 8 bedrooms. Option number 2 is if you're really into like a gigantic build up and you really need a basement, but of course basement is going to cost you a little bit more. For about $2.5 million, you can build a gigantic Inter-Terrace right towards the back. A basement level, you might have to top up a bit more. Perhaps you go out to about $3 to $3 million. That will then bring you to about 8,000 square feet of built-in zoning. Thankfully, in Q4 2023, costing for A&A rebuild and reconstruction has already stabilized post-COVID. These are the costing right here. So I'm going to leave these 2 information for you because this one is perfect for rebuild Now, option number 3, I think that would be the best. For example, let's reference back to the home that we sold. Jupiter Road. Superb deep land. There's like a main house and an outhouse. That can be done because you have a deep land, and let us see how you can segregate it. Firstly, you tear this existing structure. If not, your forklift cannot come in. So you need to build a front house first. Leave a center bridge from level 1 to an attic level. Create like a courtyard right in the middle, or you can build a pool. Then you have like a back house as well, connected by a center core, pool zoning with skylight coming from the top. You can leave the center core to be outdoor as well, letting the rain come down, having a green wall on left and right hand side. You can create a private enclave for the rooms to face into the pool area in the middle. It's going to look so beautiful. If you want to build a front and back house, I think 2.5 million should be achievable. But of course, when you purchase this one, we're going to leave the landed report right with you. You need to connect directly with the architect and builder. Of course, we're going to put in a disclaimer right here that cost and material costing can change depending on the design. This is currently now vacant. You can buy this also as a pivot home, which is the second strategy. This is asking for 5.98 million, 3778 square feet, 1582 per square feet. You can sit on this land, move in, because it's already pretty decent in terms of its upkeep, maintenance and renovation. You have a proper living and dining zone here. You have your first bedroom right at this corner. This is the intersection area coming to the kitchen. This can also be a secondary dining area. Full-on kitchen, just build up a kitchen that you love to have in this U-shaped corner. Flooring is great. If you want to overlay with vinyl, that can be done. Here you already have a bathroom at the back. Pivot home means that you don't tear down, you don't rebuild, you don't A&A. Just put in $100,000 to $200,000 of renovation. You can sit on the land and let the land PSF appreciate. Now take note, when you buy a land, you own the land and the structure. Land PSF on median in the whole Singapore is hitting about $2,000 per square feet. This is 1582 PSF. Every $100 PSF increase, it will mean that you take $100 multiplied by 3778 square feet of land is a 377,000 appreciation in terms of quantum. You just need to let this land increase by $200 PSF and you can consider to sell it, because that is already close to about $740,000 of quantum appreciation. If you let it appreciate by $300 per square foot, that is already close to $1.1 million in terms of appreciation in quantum. Even if you were to exit next time at 1882 PSF, you already sit on a $1.1 million appreciation. Easily you can extract equity. Maybe you can take out a construction loan against your own house, rebuild it, or you can sell it, take the profit as well as your initial down payment, 25% for this home, buy another home. Meantime, I'm gonna head out again. From the outside, the house looks very simple, very small. But once you go in Mandarin we call this 内有乾坤, means when you come in, okay, it looks normal, it still looks normal. Oh my goodness, this is just so unique. Why is there a back gate? Because this is single load. Right behind, there's a new Woodley BTO enclave. So you can cut through this garden here, go straight to Woodley. Woodley was fantastic, integrated development. There's tons of F&B, cafes, restaurants, plus children's enrichment centers. Now, this location, in fact, is very important to understand in an estate enclave. Each type of residential properties existing in an enclave has momentum. Woodley happens to fit into one of it. The other one is Canberra and Ferndale. This usually happens when there's a nice mix of brand new BTOs, because BTOs are the bedrock of Singapore. They create the first level of appreciation in exchange for time. They take this and buy, for example, private property right here, and then they stay for a couple of years, and then because of location effect, they're already used to living here. They sell their private properties after a couple of years and then they move to a landed. So this is like a rotational location effect. Now, of course, we're not saying that guaranteed it will happen, but there's a chance and a high probability that this usually takes place in the grapevine. Okay, so we're gonna head back into the house. So we're at level 2. 3 bedrooms on this level. Every room is decent size. Flooring has already been overlaid with vinyl. There's a common bathroom renovated. There are no ensuite here because this is the older kind of architecture, but very solid walls. Even just with 100 to 200,000, you can build out like cabinetries, The overall quantum is also below 6 million for freehold to own such a huge plot. In this area, you want to get an Inter-Terrace. Old and smaller plot is already about $4 million. This is an additional $1 million to get like more than double the land size, which I think is very, very worth it. Meantime, let's head downstairs. Alright, so we're done with the home tour. If you want to rebuild this home, this is a good chance for you to do that. If you want to have a look at this, give a call to Gavin and Brian. They'll be very happy to make an appointment for you to have a look at this place. Once again, my name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show the place. Take care. Hey, there's a ghost. Gavin is back. Let's do it.哎 ，River， 这么你跑去躲啊？内有乾坤，真的是从外面你觉得这个屋子很小，你一进去你就来，哇哇哇哇哇！Excuse me. Okay,